Oh. Can we talk about stir-fried lobster? It is so delicious and probably one of my favorite dish when going to a Chinese banquet. I am especially fond of the ginger scallion stir-fried version where, you know, all those flavors and fragrance just go up to your nose and you're like in lobster heaven. Parts of this video are quite graphic because I will show you how to humanly dispatch a lobster. Now, if you want to skip that, simply go to this timestamp and at least you'll be able to catch how to season and make the stir fry super flavorful and fragrant. So yeah. The first thing you'll want to do is take your lobster and place it in the freezer for 30 minutes. This will slow down the lobster's metabolism and put it to sleep. Meanwhile, we're going to chop everything that needs to be chopped, starting with 4 garlic cloves, a fat ginger finger, and obviously a handful of green onions. I'd recommend you slice the ginger into thin strips, the garlic into fine cubes, and cut the onions into 1 to 2 inches pieces. Put all of those aside, we'll only need them at the end. Before you take the lobster out of the freezer, find your sharpest knife, ideally a large one and heavy one with a good grip. This is where things get graphic, so fast forward this video if need be. To instantly kill the lobster and avoid unnecessary suffering, you want to place your blade just below the eyes and cut right through. Take a kitchen towel and place it under your lobster to avoid it from slipping or to catch any liquid. Put the tip of your knife right above the cross and quickly plunge the knife and then bend it right across the head. Then, start cutting every part into pieces about 2 to 3 inches long or wide. Make sure to remove the sand sacks, which in my case were cut in 2. Please be careful through the process. Your chopped fingers are not a delicacy and won't complement well this dish. Now that you have lovely bite-sized pieces of fresh lobster, it's time to prep them for a little deep fry. Lightly coat them with cornstarch. Fold, mix, and repeat until each piece is covered. Pour neutral oil into a medium pan. Check whether your oil is hot enough. Check again, and when you see enough bubbles coming through, start adding a few pieces of lobster. This gets splashy, so cover your upper arms and stay as far away as possible from the oil. Because we're not in one of those big industrial fryers, turn your little ones often enough to avoid any burns and to ensure that each piece gets golden equally all around. This smells delicious, but I'm still gonna bring it to the patio to give my house a little bit of breathing room. Ta-da! Wow, wow, wow. Look at this beautiful peachy flesh and mouth-watering fried lobster. All right, we're almost done. There's only the final seasoning left. On a medium-high heat, add 2 teaspoons of oil and your ginger. Let it simmer a bit and then pour in your garlic. Give it all a good toss so that both ingredients can release their flavor, but don't let anything burn. Grab your oyster sauce and add a tablespoon or more if that's a flavor you're very fond of, like me. Mix it well with the ginger and the garlic. And then immediately incorporate your pieces of lobster. Toss and fold to get the ginger goodness everywhere, and then let it all come together under a cover for 5 minutes. Add your scallops. And then toss and cover one last time for 5 more minutes. Et voila! The most delicious homemade ginger scallion fried lobster. So beautiful, so flavorful, and most excitingly, so affordable. Oh. Can you smell it? It looks and it smells just like in the restaurant. The pieces are big and juicy. Look at this one. Okay, maybe we try to eat this one. Alright, there is no elegant way to eat this. Oh. Tastes just like in the restaurant. You want to eat all the fried stuff because it's soaked in all of the goodness of the garlic and the oyster sauce. Excellent result. Highly recommended. This is it for today's recipe. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. And on this, I'll see you next time.